Sorry, what the fuck was this? Oh yeah, the test range will basically you can set up targets like the test range basically in CS:GO. But basically, what I'll say is in Battlefield in the test range, all you have to do is basically stand yourself in front of the targets, yeah, and you're going to try to build up muscle memory by say now at the test range stay in front of the targets, right? Just any random spot, but keep at the same spot for a couple of times. Again, you want consistency here, and just pick a distance somewhere in between all the targets. And what you want to do is basically from this one position, say you're constant, flick your mouse basically. Do it slowly at first, and then build up speed onto one of the targets basically, and shoot it, and then bring your mouse back into the middle. And what you're trying to do is build up that muscle memory again. From say now you're pointing the mouse, or is it the crosshairs? I mean, somewhere on the map, and you see someone in game, say a game of domination, around the corner or whatever. What this exercise will do is build up that muscle memory. So all you do is instantly, and without any thinking, that mouse will flick onto that guy's head. Bang, bang, bang. He's down straight away, and he'll be like, "What the fuck? How did he hit me so fast?" And this is what this exercise builds up. And you just do this to multiple targets. Keep changing the targets around the place. Go for the longer distance ones. The ones closer up, like the ones closer up, will basically make you sweep the mouse very far. So you're covering a big distance. And this is a great way of building up.
It's not us. It's a random.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was wondering. So basically, the point of this is to build up that muscle memory, because what it does is basically if you can get all targets within the screen vision, basically this will get you to cover all arcs of your FOV in game, and it just basically builds up that muscle memory. So as I said, start off slowly, flick to one target, flick to another target, keep going backwards and forwards, and then do it as fast as possible then, and this will build up a solid muscle foundation, so you can shoot very, very fast and consistently. And as you build up your muscle memory, if that's the Freeberg one, Totem? Yeah. That's where I learned of that server basically in Counter-Strike, and that's where I developed a ton of my muscle memory and the speed at which I can flick the mouse around. That map was probably the best thing for FPS players, like for any game basically. So that's just a simple exercise you can do in BF4 if you don't own CS:GO. You can use CS:GO whatever you want, if you feel like it. But as I said, it will translate across to any game. So from Battlefield to CS:GO, CS:GO to Battlefield to that shit game, what's it called? COD, yeah. So basically, fuck it. So basically, that's the point of that simple exercise. Another exercise is basically the moving targets at the back of the range. What this will do is basically just pick again a random point in front of the moving target, and what you want to do is keep the go ADS or even go crosshair, and what you want to do is swipe across with the model basically with the moving target, and what that does is it makes you control the rate basically of your. I've been kicked again. What you want to do is control the rate of your mouse and allow you to basically track enemies as you're firing basically. And basically it will help you a ton, because basically as I said, the first exercise will get you to acquire that target. The second part of the exercise will basically get you to track him very fast, or to track him precisely, so you'll follow him the whole time basically, if that makes sense. So combining both exercises will help you with your precision. I'll say that basically. You'll get on target very fast, and you'll keep on target the whole time. as you're shooting, and this just means you'll take your enemy down. Your time to kill is very, very low, basically, and that's what you want in this game. Not giving a chance towards the enemy. And basically, another step after that is strafing with the enemy, basically, which I'll get on movement, which is the next part. In the test, instead of standing still, okay, start off standing still to get your baseline, swiping your mouse. Next, straight, move left and right, because you yourself will try. You yourself will try to basically be strafing in game and keep on moving. So that's the end of the exercise part. Any questions?
I just have something to add.
Okay.
At the other end of the test range, the other side, you have a button that randomly shoots barrels up in the air over the sea.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Great exercise to transfer between targets that you don't know where will appear, especially with sniper rifles and a good zoom scope, because they're
yeah.
but
Actually,
also great for tracking random targets and very effective in game.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's actually a good point, because what the targets do is horizontal, what the barrels do is arcing, basically. So you incorporate XY axis basically into your mouse movement. Yeah, I'll actually agree, that's a great thing, yeah.
I spent some time there with my sniper rifles to calculate bullet speed, travel time.
Isn't strafing bad for your accuracy? Because as soon as you move while shooting, even if you're ADS, your bullets will spray more. It won't be dead accurate like if you're standing still.
No, not exactly.
You'll have to see what you need to do. If you're getting shot at, well, it's probably more important to be alive than dead accurate.
And yeah, that's what I was going to say. And it's more important not to be hit than basically hitting your mana. Because as I said, if you can get your left and right hand coordination down with your strafing and your mouse movement, if you can get that straight down, you can basically coordinate to keep the red dot on his head the whole time, basically. And he's like, "Well, fuck me, why is this cunt moving around the place? Yeah, stay still." You know, he'll be saying that to himself. Because basically, make yourself a harder target to hit than him, basically. That's as simple as that.
Indeed.
When you're both engaged.
No idea why it's here, but it can be abused like a motherfucker. What it is basically, yeah, it's basically flinching. You could be like, I don't know any good head glitching spots here, but whatever. Actually, yeah, good point. Yeah, so
Over here.
So basically, stairs here. So I'm peeking this, right? If someone, basically, if I shoot now, who's this? And is right. I don't know. Where's it? Totem. Okay, totem, right there. I can basically see totem right now. If I shoot totem now, right? I can see most of his body, and probably totem can only see the top of my head. Let's say he only sees the top of my head. Yeah. If he hits me now, right? I flinch. I disappear. Yet on my screen, I can see practically everything from his knees up. Yet I disappear on his screen. That's probably one of the worst mechanics apart from suppression in this game. It's stupid. But abuse that shit, basically. And
In the September patch, partially.
don't.
It
no.
should be. The movement of the head should be resolved, but
yeah, it should never been in the fucking game. Yeah.
no.
But hopefully it will be. But that's just one thing to abuse basically in game right now. However, head glitching in the future still applies, because your head, top of your head only shows, and it's very hard to consistently hit that from a distance, say, and accurately because of recoil. So even if it does get fixed, head glitching will still be a good tactical tool to use as cover, basically. And another thing I will want to go on is go over here to the locker room. As everyone outside though, I'll just go inside. Everyone stay outside. There's a thing. It's a peekers thing. It's a phenomena only experienced in first-person shooters. Basically, you don't see with two eyes in the game. You see with the camera, but it's inside the head, right? That's as simply put as I can go, right?
Exactly.
So basically, one of the things, and I think I mentioned this before in a previous Hydra practice or some practice, I don't know what practice, but I mentioned before, if you're going to be peeking around corners and basically checking from your cover, my advice is do not hug the wall. Never hug the wall, because of the things is that, right, can just someone stay, I'm just going to fire. Can someone just basically stand there and everyone else fuck off to the, over here, to, yeah, NL. Alright, NL, if I'm going to just strafe slowly to, basically I'll be going to your right. Tell me when you can see my body.
We can see your rifle and left hand all the time.
Yep.
Through
Yeah,
the wall.
clipping through
Okay.
the wall. Yeah,
Okay.
but
Okay, ignore
ignore that
So-
for now.
Yeah, okay, so just NL, tell me when you can actually see my body.
No.
Now, yeah? Yeah, I can't see you at all. Not one bit of you. And this is what I'm saying about when you're trying to peek around the corner. Don't hug the wall so much, because you don't have this stereoscopic 3D vision in game basically. Basically your in-game eyes cannot perceive it. So basically right now I can't see a pixel from NL, yet NL can still see me. One of the things to do is stay well back from walls, from covers basically. Mind you, keeping a cover to your side, if you know what I mean. If you can, stay well back from doorways. Don't hug them. And like me, if you've leaning disabled, which you should, because you lean out it affects leaning as well. You lean out far further than you think you do. So yeah, basically, yeah, NL is like about 3/4 of his body.
It's
I
only
can
one
see a
leg
bit.
is still covered.
Exactly, yeah. Which probably on LL's screen, it's only like his neck is popping out, yeah?
Yeah. Only like
Yeah. Yeah, again, this is when you're hugging walls. If you can, especially doorways and around corners, basically. Like 90-degree corners and all that stuff in buildings. Try and kind of, don't go basically hug the wall like this, you know? Don't do that. Kind of stay back and then move out slowly like this, because you'll see far more, you'll see far more information, and probably you'll see NL, myself and NL will see each other at the exact same time. So that's just something about, a player model thing, but I forgot to add it into the notes basically. Just something in something to keep in mind. Again, based on movement, again, basics going, basics going on, again, from cover to cover, all that stuff, is keeping your fucking crosshair at head level. It's amazing how many people just slowly dip their fucking crosshairs down to feet level, yeah? Again, mutter to yourself, head level, head level, head level. Keep that crosshair up, and be anticipating, that fucker to come around the corner. At every corner and every opportunity. Again, someone mentioned it before, but I'll elaborate now. Running around corners. Say, for example, there's just someone like into this corner over here, basically, right? Just as an example, and you want to check it. Well, the one thing you don't want to do is basically run up and then immediately turn left, because whoever this Archangelus here, he can anticipate me. Say he's in the corner healing, while he's primed, he's fired up to shoot someone who on the corner basically. Instead of kind of running around the corner quickly, come up to the corner, and instead of turning left with your mouse, not pushing A or D, one technique I do is actually strafe around the corner. So I'm practically strafing with D right now basically around the corner, and my crosshair is right at the corner and anticipating someone to be there, but I'm kind of coming around strafing basically. And what is a good technique is basically, the guys from CSGO will know this, it's counter strafing. Whereas if you see someone, say now who's this, Dorito is in the corner, while I'm coming around the corner, I'm pressing D, I see him, I quickly tap A. It's basically to stop you dead straight away. and I don't think it works as well as other games, but what that usually does is it stops you dead, and it sometimes resets your accuracy. Because right now, if I move my crosshair, it's slow to reset. Whereas if I press thingy, if I press A, I can see my crosshair straight away revert to normal, rather than it slowly coming back. I mean, you guys can do it now. Just bring out your gun, press D or whatever, and then just simply let go of D. Your crosshair will reset slowly. Whereas if you press D and tap A quickly, your crosshair resets immediately. And this is what I mean. It's just AD. They just called it. There's probably a correct word for it. It's just something coming around corners, basically. It's just another technique to know. But as mentioned before, avoid coming around corners, running basically. Check them corners, because you never know who's there, and it could be the single ticket that will win the game for you. Yeah, and it's easy to be caught off guard. Another thing is basically, right, so say now Dorito is here, and I see him. One thing that, again, what I'll say is, try and keep your time to kill as low as possible. So basically, once you see him, as soon as you see him, you want him to drop down. So one thing is, okay, I'm coming around this corner. If I say see Dorito, I'm going to press mouse 1 and start firing, and then I'm going to take my, and then I'll enter ADS. What this does is it stops the delay from you seeing him. Oh, I'm going to shoot him. I'll go ADS, then start shooting. That's way too slow. What you want to do is, okay, I'm going to fire now, but I won't fire at you, Dorito. So I'll see Dorito, and basically I'll fire, enter in ADS, and shoot him down. That will save you. You know, that could make or break basically the firefight. You could get those 1 or 2 bullets into him faster than he can react, if you know what I mean. And it does help a ton, a metric ton. And that's it basically. And then as you're firing, when you're in ADS or even hip firing, strafe, just left and right, like this, but don't simply go, you know, A D A D A D A D. Just simply go, you know, A D, hold D, quickly hold A, back to D. You know, vary up the holding of your strafe, and kind of be as unpredictable as possible. Basically, be a very hard target to hit, because as I said, combining with your fast mouse reflexes and your muscle memory,